My name's Officer Jim Cramer. I'm a patrol officer in Logan Heights.
And my name's Donna Eastep, and I'm a detective here at Central Division.
Since I was about 6 years old, I always wanted to be an officer. And I got hired when I was 24 years old, and I've been here 26 years.
I was hired when I was 23, and I've always wanted to be a police officer and work in child abuse. I just left child abuse as an investigator, and now I'm here at Central Division because I was a little burnt out in child abuse. I'd been there 6 years, 8 months. So now I'm here. I work Mid-City Division, which is over in kind of like Midtown. Then I work Western Division, which is north, like Point Loma area, Hillcrest, North Park. And then child abuse, I worked, it's pretty much citywide. And now here, which is the Logan area, downtown, and what other areas?
Golden Hill, South Park. There's probably 20 different communities, and we have a huge homeless population downtown, which is, in my opinion, might not be the department's opinion, is being, with development downtown, it's sort of getting pushed into the residential areas of Sherman Heights, Logan Heights, Golden Hill. That's presenting some challenges with homelessness. You have certain associated crimes and drug and alcohol problems, which affect everybody. Whether they have those specific problems, it becomes everybody's problem, which in turn becomes the police department's problem. Not just last week or yesterday, but it's been years, and it's slowly pushing its way into the residential area. Winter shelter, they used to call it, but now it's a full-time shelter. It's been good for the community, I can tell you that, because they have very strict rules there, and if you don't follow the rules, then you're going to get kicked out, so people tend to behave there. I mean, it's no tolerance on alcohol, drugs, fighting. So that place generates very few police calls. Very rarely do they even need to call the police, because those people behave themselves because they got a good thing going. You know, it beats living on the street, right?
Yeah.
You're in a tent, it's warm in there, they get food. So, yeah, that's been a blessing, to tell you the truth. That's only, I think they hold 200 people.
Yes.
I mean, we got probably 10,000 people on the street. And a lot of people, they don't want to be inside. A lot of people, they make choices. You know, some want to, some don't. There. I know since I've started, I've noticed a decrease in gangs and the whole attraction to that sort of lifestyle. I don't see as many as the younger kids. It doesn't seem like it's as glamorized as it used to be in the 80s and 90s. That's what I've noticed. I know there's still a lot of gang violence, obviously.
In this area, I don't believe that the gang issue is extremely high anymore. Folks are grown up, they've locked up a lot of guys, so the main people in the gang, they're locked up and they don't have anybody to recruit at this point. Once they start getting out, hopefully their lives have changed, but I know a lot of them have been incarcerated. Do you agree with that?
Still, yeah, definitely. But it's still definitely a problem. Just I don't think it's as bad as it was 10, 15 years ago even. But it's still definitely a concern and a problem.
Out here in Logan, they're a little bit poorer, I guess, and so you'll see a lot of folks taking the bus. You'll see a lot of folks that are trying to find a job. You'll see kids that are walking to school, and in the other areas, mostly everybody's mobile in a vehicle, so that's going to take a toll. The more money you have, obviously, the more you can do. Some places are nicer than others. It might have to do with the income that, people bring into the residents. Sometimes that ends up affecting how, your kids are going to act, what's going on in the neighborhoods, what's going on in the area. I enjoy coming to my job every day. You never know what you're going to read. Some things are just so different. Every report that is taken, it's just different. You might have a burglary, but the burglary that you're reading next is something different, and it's trying to put the pieces together and figuring out who did what, talking to new people all the time, meeting new people, and trying to help the folks that are victims, which is, something I enjoy doing.
I like Central because you got a big mix of everything. You know, there's different areas that have different things they need and certain, nuances and intricacies, and the people are different. I mean, you go here, they're totally different than if you go down there or over there or over there. It's a little bit of everything. Every day seems a little different than the last, and it's just a big variety. And even though I'm about 50 years old, it's still fun coming to work. It's still interesting. I still like the action. I like the adrenaline. I like putting the siren on. I like turning the lights. It's still fun. It's a great job, and I would never want to do anything else. And never once do I wake up and not want to go to work.